Hey guys, good morning. Happy Thursday. It's Daryl here in Connecticut at 3:35 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Um, I was debating on what to talk about today. I didn't want to talk about Trump again. Um, it puts a lump in my stomach, in my chest when I every day now when I hear it seems like he's emboldened. That's a you hear it everywhere pretty much on all the news on all the commentary and newspapers. He's going on a tear to for retribution. Um, it's scary. It looks like the beginning of authoritarianism. We have a Senate that just will let him just do what that's just will let him do anything he wants. And I just get a glimpse of in my head of the future if he wins this next election, what the next 4 years or longer will be like, and it just it's not a pleasant thought. Um, and I just get more and more frustrated with the Trump supporters that I just don't think they really comprehend what's going on. Um, I was going to talk about there's a multimillionaire in Toledo, Ohio. It was a happy story. He's sending a whole school, all the kids that graduate to college for free. A millionaire, Pete Kunis, I think his name is. I might be pronouncing it wrong. He made his money. They didn't say this on NBC, but he made his money with one of the biggest national cannabis growing companies in the world. He retired at 40, or in the country, I'm sorry. He retired at 40, but it was a wonderful story. And the best part of this story was he told the kids in the auditorium that he'd send them to any college or in the area, any university, college, or trade school for free. And he said, all I ask of you is that you don't call this a gift, my gift. You call it my responsibility. And that was freaking beautiful. I swear to God, I just got goosebumps. That gives me hope, man. And then I think of Donald Trump and his elitism, his Mar-a-Lago his estate, and his other properties, his greed. Um, it gives me hope. What I'm going to end up talking about. I'm sure you guys have all heard of Groton, Connecticut, where the subs are based. Not far from here, not even about 45 minutes from here. There's a town near there where most of the people live from the base, Ledyard. That's where my uncle was an officer on a submarine, and they lived in Ledyard. This isn't about them or anything. This is about a story that was on the news yesterday. A sign, graffiti. It was an actual sign, though. Somebody took the time to actually make a sign and nail it to a tree. It said, Trump wins, or God bless Trump. And then it said, Dems are just sore losers. And then somebody added swastikas all around on the sign. I'm not sure if the swastikas were added as a commentary. I don't think. I think it was another Trump supporter that put the swastikas on there. That's unclear at the moment, but this stayed on my mind. This was a story yesterday, and it stayed on my mind for a while. And we have these stories in the last couple of days of Trump going on this tear of retribution, firing Lieutenant Colonel Vindman and his brother, which pissed off a lot of military people. I was surprised around here. A lot of people went from pro-Trump to anti-Trump in one day. I did not think that was going to happen. Um, and then this attorney Barr slash Roger Stone story just keeps getting worse. Um, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with the story, what's going on. Trump actually got his attorney general to interfere in this case the case of his buddy Roger Stone, a Nixon fan. This weird dude. I don't get him. If you were me, let me ask you guys a question. If there's any Trump supporters, let me ask you this question. If you were convicted by a jury of seven federal crimes, including obstructing justice, lying on the stand, if you were convicted of 7 federal crimes, do you think somebody would come to your rescue and pull you out of jail? And do you think me or you would do time? 5, 10 years, probably. 7 federal crimes, probably. I wouldn't count on seeing the light of day again. But not for good old Roger Stone. Trump interferes, gets his attorney general and see, this is the thing. This is unheard of. This never happened before. And if you talk to any Trump supporter, they just pshaw. All politicians do this. You guys are just complaining. You're just sore losers. And it's this go-to, the sore loser thing. And I thought about that yesterday. And it angers me, but it doesn't anger me because I'm a sore loser. It angers me because it's avoidance. It's Trump supporters avoiding the situation. Instead of acknowledging what a corrupt person is in the White House. And I mean, I don't even need to list everything now. It's just, the list just keeps getting longer. The tweeting, instead of acknowledging all of these things, they just say, well, it's, instead of addressing Trump's many shortcomings, his abuses of power, his rising authoritarianism, instead of addressing any of that, they just turned it back to the Democrats and say we're sore losers. And the funny thing is, too, yesterday, when Trump was asked if he learned anything from the impeachment, his answer was that Democrats are evil people. All of us Democrats are sore losers and evil people. And again, this takes the stress off them. You know what? It takes the acknowledgement of reality off them to deal with reality. To just say, well, those guys are sore losers. That's all. Trump's just doing what we wanted him to do. He's just doing what all politicians do. And Democrats are just sore losers. They just wanted Hillary. I swear to God, if I hear Hillary's name one more time, I'm going to lose my shit. I wasn't crazy about Hillary to begin with. I thought our choices were bad and worse, basically. And I went with bad, which was Hillary. But anyway, this ongoing thing where they turn it around and avoid owning any of Trump's embarrassing acts is the thing that strikes me the most. Is just the disgraceful way. At first, it was just this disgraceful way, the embarrassment that he makes me feel in front of the rest of the world as an American. Now it's rose to a higher concern with this. It really does appear. I mean, within this first week, he really does seem incredibly emboldened. What he's done in the last week I could easily see that being another impeachable offense. Jumping into having his attorney general interfere in a federal case, and using his office to interfere. And my feelings have turned from embarrassment and disgrace to fear almost. And then I thought about this more, and he knows now. He got away with it, and it really does appear that this is just the beginning. And God forbid he wins in November. God knows what we're going to be looking at. I think in the bottom of all of our hearts, knowing the man, seeing how his vindictiveness, his ego, I really have doubts that he'll just leave in 4 years, and I have doubts that Trump supporters would even want him to leave in 4 years, even though it's required by law. That doesn't seem to have affected him so far. So anyway, when I saw this sign on the news yesterday in Ledyard, the Democrats are just sore losers, and then I heard Trump's response, what he learned in the impeachment, that Democrats are all evil, that it's all just us, we're just sore losers, evil sore losers. It worries me. It feels like there's just no talking. There's no talking to Trump supporters. They just have their fingers in their ears, and he can just get away with anything, and he knows it at this point. And it's scary. And I think a good portion of them, and if he is reelected, I think a large portion of those Trump supporters finally might be affected by some of this stuff that he does, and they might realize too late that it was more than just Democrats being sore losers, that they were supporting an unfit man for president. All right, that's it for today. You guys have a good day.